What's one exercise in the gym that you wish guys your age would stop doing?
Deadlifts. Unless you're being paid to do them, like you're a professional power lifter and you're being paid to do deadlifts, the guys my age don't need to be doing deadlifts. You're going to do more harm than good. The juice just isn't worth the squeeze.
What is everyone's problem with deadlifts, right? Just because it has the word dead in its name doesn't mean it's actually going to kill you or debilitate you, right? So in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to a clip I saw on my For You page, giving my own thoughts and opinions on it, and also backing it with science and data. So without wasting your time any further, let's get straight into today's video. So my name's Zach, and I've been deadlifting ever since September of 2024. So it's coming up on 2 years. And with that 2-year time span of me deadlifting, I was able to get all the way up to a 635-pound deadlift, right? I'm able to deadlift 585 on a bad day, right? This is me deadlifting 585. Again, I'm going to go over pretty much my own anecdotal experience with deadlifting and this showing up the scientific data, pretty much telling you deadlifts are probably one of the best and biggest exercises you need to incorporate and implement in your workout program, right? So first off, going through my own personal experience with deadlifting, right, 2 years, I'm going to go ahead and give you some background information that I probably shared before on my old videos. But I used to have chronic back pain, chronic lumbar back pain, right? Your low back. And what happened was I was playing basketball. I was 16 years old. I had a long training session and I was just fucking cramped up, right? Like we did a 3-hour fucking back and forth workout. And we were doing like a lot of conditioning. But after all was said and done, we're all like, waiting for our parents to come pick us up. And some of my friends are just hooping and dunking. I'm like, fuck, let me see if I can dunk. My dumb ass was already fucking cramping, right? So I go up, dunk, I slip, fucking fall, like really loud. I make a loud noise in front of everyone. It was embarrassing as fuck and it was painful as fuck. And instead of me calling my mom to come pick me up, I decided to just walk home because again, my rec center, training center was pretty close to my house, but it was like 3/4 of the mile. So I decided to walk, right? Just because I was too ashamed. Like my pride was too high, but I was too ashamed to even just call my mom, right? So I limped my ass home, which didn't help out my injury any more than it could have. And yeah, that sucked, right? But the thing what happened with my injury was it was always, here and there, like I'd stoop down and I'd feel a sharp pain, right? But it was kind of bearable. It's until when I got back into the rec center, because again, this was during COVID and my rec center was closed for a while. It opened up. I went, loaded some weight on the bar and started squatting. And that's when I heard a clicking noise. And I was just in so much pain. And instead of like the pain coming, whenever, right? Like it's here one day and then it's gone for the next fucking 3, 4, 5 months. It was consistent. It was consistent amounts of pain. And I would always go to the doctor. They check it out. They even did an MRI on me and they were like, you have some early like onset arthritis, right? It's pretty early, but the inflammation is insane. The tightness on your low back is crazy for someone who is only like 17, 18 years old, right? And I've had it all the way up till 21, right? I'm 23 now. And what happened was I started deadlifting, right? It wasn't immediately like, oh, I deadlifted and I feel a lot better now. No, it happened about probably 4 to 5 months after me implementing deadlifts. Because again, a lot of people like to think, oh yeah, once you do an exercise, you're gonna see and reap the benefits immediately. No, dude, this is like an investment. You're investing in yourself, right? How do you expect to just go in there and lift some weights and expect to be like Mr. Olympia? That's not how it is. And I always laugh when I hear girls say, oh, I don't really want to lift weights and become bulky. Oh, I wish it was that fucking easy. Yeah, I wish I would picked up a 25-pound dumbbell and oh shit, look at me. I'm like fucking 2027 Mr. Olympia. Like, no, that's not how that works, right? You got to invest your time in it. You got to actually stay consistent with it and you're going to reap the benefits of it, right? And then here are some of the studies too, right? I'm going to link the studies in the comments or in the the description below. But a lot of these studies were also backing up the benefits of deadlifts, right? First off is increased growth hormone and increased testosterone, right? One of the biggest things that are going to promote just overall strength, right? Strength and muscle mass. Because again, since you are deadlifting, you're incorporating a lot of muscles at once. You're pretty much activating, your whole body, right? So if you're incorporating multiple muscles at once, you're releasing a lot of growth hormone, you're releasing a lot of testosterone, which is going to be amazing when it comes to active recovery, active just muscle building, right? You want more tests. Who the hell wouldn't want more tests, especially in 2026, dude? That's all we want nowadays, right? Us men want to increase our tests, and this is one of the best ways you can do it naturally. Another thing is increased energy, right? Increased energy production, increased athletic performance. This is another reason why you see a lot of athletes incorporate and implement fucking deadlifts, right? Either like conventional deadlifts or different variations of deadlifts, like trap bar deadlifts. You have even sumo deadlifts, right? There's just so many reasons why not to add deadlifts into your program. Another thing is low back pain, right? Again, this is one of the biggest things that helped me get over my chronic low back pain was implementing strength training deadlifts, right? I was doing a lot of top sets. I was doing, deficit deadlifts. And again, this is me like trying to work on my form and be better at deadlifts because again, deadlifts can be dangerous only when done incorrectly, right? Here's me doing 495. Right? Obviously deadlifts can be dangerous. Anything can be dangerous if done incorrectly, but if you're doing it right, there's nothing to be worried about, right? I obviously will praise and advocate for doing like either double overhand, hook grip, or maybe just even strapping up, especially if you're just doing this just to have deadlifts in your regimen. You're not really trying to go for a PR or just do anything crazy, right? I really wouldn't recommend doing mixed grips because of the risk of, muscle imbalances and a bicep tear and stuff like that. But overall, to say deadlifts is something that no man should be doing is just so insane, especially considering this dude looks like he injects gear, right? How are you gonna say deadlifts or something like a scary lift, something that like you just can't do, but okay, injecting some, research compounds in your ass cheeks is okay then. You're like, come on, bro, you can't have your cake and eat it too, right? Or I don't know how the saying goes or whatever. But deadlifts, it's just, I don't get the flack on it, right? Like, why are you shitting on one of the best exercises that you can do? I mean, shit, all the old school bodybuilders, Ronnie Coleman, right, Jay Cutler, all the other old school pros, they were like, the way I got my back thick was by doing these damn deadlifts, right? So obviously not only for an overall health standpoint, but aesthetic standpoint. If you're trying to get big, you're trying to get jacked, add the deadlifts in, bro. Just add the deadlifts in. And again, deadlifts, I want to be able to hold my grandchildren up one day, right? Be able to hold them, like fucking do a Simba type shit with them, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what deadlifts is going to help you with, right? Your low back is one of the biggest indicators of like how long is this person going to live? How long is this person, going to, live pain-free? Deadlifts, right? They hit your spinal erectors, they hit your hamstrings, they hit your glutes, your whole posterior chain. If you have a healthy posterior chain, you're going to be doing really good in life. That's what the deadlifts hit the most, right? Deadlifts is something I just can't, I love it, bro. I will always be an advocate for deadlifts because it's what helped my low back pain, helped me actually get through a stressful part of my life, right? I'm not supposed to be this young with a back of a 65-year-old. Like, what are you talking to me about me having early onset arthritis? That's like just depressing, right? But that's just my take on deadlifts. Deadlifts are probably one of the best exercises anyone can do at any age. But let me know what your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. Did this video, convince you to actually start doing deadlifts? Do you plan on doing deadlifts anytime soon? Just let me know. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you.